Hello everyone and welcome back to Father and Son Petrolheads. Once again without the sun, but that's because I'm on my way home from work. So I've been doing a bit of pondering today, as I often ponder, because I sit in plenty of traffic, and I get a chance to ponder. I ponder at my lovely saggy headline inlet. And a quick update on the Jag. It's, first of all, needs some help. The window washers have decided not to work. The pump definitely works. And if you pull the tubes off of the wiper end, nothing comes out. So my assumption is it's somewhere further down, and I guess it's got to be in the wheel arch or somewhere like that. I haven't investigated yet. If anyone's got any tips, clues, I'm more than happy to listen. Yes, please. Anyway, other than that, I'll find it eventually myself and might do a little video on it. Other than that, at 165,356 miles, it's doing all right. 24 to the gallon isn't so great. However, that's what got me thinking about all of this. So I'd be really interested if anybody has any comments. In particular, I've been looking at all the hoo-ha over the new, quote-unquote, new Jaguar, the ridiculous pink thing. Or is it? And here's the thing. Jaguar has been known over the years for being super innovative and occasionally breaking the mould. If you think about the XK120, for example. Now, I'm not a Jag man through and through. I've had this for nearly a year now, and I won't do too many more updates because they get a bit boring unless something breaks, though I've got some bits and pieces to do. And as I say, the window washers have stopped working, so disaster of disasters. My 1958 Morris Minor, 68 Morris Minor, sorry, hasn't got any at the moment. So, anyway, I digress, and I apologise for digressing. Jaguar has always had an ability to break a mould. It did it with the XK120, it did it with the E-Type, it did it with the original XJ6, it did it with the last XJ, so the last, okay, I don't know what's a proper Jag and what isn't, what your definitions of proper Jag is and isn't. To me, this is the last proper Jaguar. X350, the X358, I think, was the last shape, but I'll be corrected on that, I'm sure. I don't like the more modern XJ, but at least it was an XJ and it was petrol powered or diesel powered, so they were all good things. Because the one thing I'll never agree on, and nobody will ever make me, just my opinion, is electric. I just think it's a complete waste of time. And if you're going to design an electric car, as my friend Jack on the channel number 27 said, why aren't they small, light and efficient? Why are they 3-ton behemoths that need a gazillion batteries to do 0 to 60 in 2 seconds? It's ridiculous. However, as I said, I digress. But the new Jaguar, quote unquote, whatever your ideas and ideals about it, everything I've read, they keep saying we want to break the mould. And I can only go back to, and they broke the mould once more, well, certainly several times, but once really significantly in comparison to the new one that's allegedly coming out. And that was the XJS. And I can't say it was universally panned, but it probably was. I was only young when it first arrived in 74, 75. But it certainly wasn't taken to everybody's hearts in the way that the E-Type was, looks-wise anyway. Now, an XJS is a fine-looking thing, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. And I'd love other people's opinion because, you know, 30, 40, was it 40, 50 years ago? 50 years ago, the XJS wasn't particularly liked. And right now, it would seem that the pink thing isn't particularly liked. I'll never agree with the electric. That's irrelevant. The rest of it, the styling, the marketplace, etc. I think all of the Jaguar community, within reason, either agree or don't that it's a very dangerous game for Jaguar to play. However, I'll go back to my original statements. They have broken the mould several times. Several times it's been massively successful. You know, the Mark 10, you think of the big saloon. If you want a really quick hot saloon, the Mark 2 3.8, progress through to the V12 XJ, then progress through to the supercharged XJRs. God, I'd love an XJR. Are they that expensive to run? Tell me, please tell me. As long as I can find one with a better headlining, because this one's terrible. Anyway, so yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. I think it looks like something that Hot Wheels would design. But hey, who didn't have Hot Wheels back in the day? So I don't know. I'm definitely divided of opinion on it. And the bottom line is that all cars are getting bigger, fatter, heavier, except this XJ, because it's all aluminium, and hence the fuel economy is actually quite a lot more bearable, I understand, than the earlier cars. But again, somebody might tell me I'm wrong. So that's just my standpoint, really, in terms of the Jaguar. Can anyone else tell me as well if it eats front wheel bearings? Because I changed the one on the near side, and there's definitely still a little drone in here somewhere when it's rolling along. I'll come back in a little while and just do a little bit of the engine noise, because if nothing else, you know, an electric car will always be silent unless you're going to engineer a sound, which sort of defeats the object, in my humble opinion. And again, I may well be wrong. I really hope you like it. The channel will be getting better, more in-depth content. I can't reveal too much at the moment, but there are things, touch wood, in place, certainly in the new year, to take things a step forward, perhaps, and to put a bit more content in, certainly a bit more spanner work, and the Jag needs some, as I've said before, track rods, tie rods, probably needs a drop link, definitely needs some front bushes, although oddly the tyres are wearing out perfectly evenly on the front, so I guess both the bushes are worn exactly the same. Anyhow, thanks ever so much for watching. I hope it generates a little bit of I don't know what the word is, not a debate. I don't want a debate. At the end of the day, Jaguar are going to do what they're going to do. We can all have an opinion on it. I remember my first Jag was my father in, I don't know, I must have been 10, 11 years old, and he had a Series 2 XJ 3.4 in not particularly pleasant brown. I can't remember the colour myself, and cloth trim. However, when he put his foot down and that auto box kicked down and the car took off like a rocket, I was sold. My next experience was a V12 XJS, and a similar sort of story. So got to the motorway, no speed cameras then, and the XJS was given some exercise by my friend's uncle. Almost silent, nose came up, arse went down, car went off like a scalded cat. A scalded cat, excuse the pun, but it's now fits. Anyway, all my thoughts, love some opinion, really love people to get involved, and we'll be back with some other bits and pieces before the new year, hopefully, but certainly in the new year. Watch this space. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please like, please share. Really, we're just two lads who are a bit of amateurs, having a bit of fun and seeing if we can hold somebody's interest for a little while. And it'd be great if you do. I was going to give you a little demonstration of the lovely little V8 waffle that these still have. Unfortunately, with London traffic, it's not allowing me to do so. So I'll save that for another video. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend in this grotty, awful weather. Stay safe. It's really windy, really awful. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye-bye.